Alright, we have to talk about the controversy that happened at Money in the Bank last night, which had fans very pissed off. But I'm going to tell you how I feel about it and how I feel like this was more of a positive than a negative. So last night at Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre won the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And as he promised, he was going to cash in, and that's exactly what he did later on that night. But unfortunately, when he did, he was seconds away of winning, and once again, CM Punk came in, interfered in the match, and caused him the World Heavyweight Championship, just like how he did in Scotland. And this led to a huge blowout on social media where fans were pissed off at the fact that they felt this was a waste of a cash-in, and it could have gone to anybody else so we can have a full build with the Money in the Bank instead of a quick cash-in for this year. But I'm here to tell you guys, as I understand where you guys are coming from, I don't usually like situations like this either, but in this situation, I'm okay with it because of story. Let's be honest, nobody in this match had a chance of winning a world title this year with the Money in the Bank. You want to know why? I will tell you why. Because Gunther is going to win the world title in SummerSlam, and there's nobody in that match that had a slither of a chance of cashing in on Gunther. Same thing goes for Cody Rhodes. I didn't see anybody cashing in on either one of them because they're going to have lengthy title reigns, and it wouldn't make sense for any of them to lose their titles upon a cash-in. I think Triple H and WWE realized the unfortunate timing of this situation, that Money in the Bank pay-per-view had to be around this time, but there was really nothing they could do. They had to work around it. But this, story-wise, brought some more fuel to the fire. Just think about it. The last time we saw CM Punk, he was laid out by Drew McIntyre in his hometown of Chicago, which brought embarrassment to CM Punk. What better way to get revenge by causing Drew McIntyre the World Heavyweight Championship once again? But Drew, thinking that he had the upper hand, just for CM Punk to screw him again. Now, a lot of people were saying he could have just stopped him from winning the Money in the Bank. But let's be serious here, guys. What is worse, losing in the Money in the Bank ladder match, or thinking you had the upper hand, winning the Money in the Bank, cashing in just for the person you hate to cause you the World Heavyweight Championship once again? I think what happened last night was perfect for the build for their match. I think it was well executed for the most part. We'll talk about the situation that I didn't like, but I think having this situation go down really did help this feud a lot. It just makes this even more interesting because this has been the best storyline that's happening besides the bloodline. I do say the thing that was a bit off was near the ending of the match with the botch pin. I think that did make it worse for fans because of the whole failed cash-in plus the botch pin. I think that was a bit of a thing that kind of sucked, but it was a miscue. Shit goes on. We're all human. We're not perfect. But here's what I would go for now. If Punk is cleared, I do say let them have their first match at SummerSlam. And with the announcement of Bad Blood coming back, I think this would be the best way to end the feud, in a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. Because I do feel that this feud between them, with all the failed moments with the World Championship situations, I do think these two would fit perfect in the Hell in a Cell match, and this story deserves to end that way. Like I said, I understand people's situation with the Money in the Bank, but I do feel like, honestly, people are more upset, in my opinion, that their faves didn't win. But you gotta understand, none of them had a chance of winning a world title this year because they're gonna be in big feuds. Logan and LA Knight are about to have their feud going into SummerSlam for the US title, and Jey Uso's gonna be busy with the whole bloodline situation. So they got some more important things going on. So don't worry, guys, the Money in the Bank isn't a dead situation. Next year, we're gonna have a better time when it comes to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and we'll build future stars. next year. So don't worry, it's just not the time right now. But at least we get to have Tiffy time with the women's Money in the Bank. I'm super excited for that, to see her with a custom Tiffany Money in the Bank briefcase. It's going to be a good time. I'm super excited for that. What do you guys think about the whole situation? What do you think is next for Punk and Drew McIntyre? Thank you guys so much for watching. And once again, this has been NezReacts, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys.